Hello and welcome to Jolie Living. It's a sunny mid-December day and we're out on the deck testing two different microphones. One is a MOVO VRX10. It is just an external microphone that it's compatible with computers, tablets, phones, different cameras. I have it plugged into what I use for most of my recording, a GoPro Hero 7 Black. And the other thing we'll be testing today is an Alvoxcon wireless microphone setup. Just one of the biggest things around here that affects sound quality is wind. So I was hoping to improve on that situation and make things a little better for us. Those of us, I say us, those of you watching. Here's the first test. We're gonna see what the sound is like using a GoPro Hero 7 Black on a calm day outside with traffic down below. Alright, I'm 4 feet away from the camera and a little bit of background noise out there, but this is the GoPro Hero 7 built-in microphone. That's what it sounds like. I think it probably does a pretty good job at this distance, but as you get further away, alright, here I am at 10 feet away from the camera and its built-in microphone. Background car noise is subsiding, no wind noise, but here I am at 10 feet. Probably a little less than it was before, but we're just doing a microphone test. See what it's like comparing the built-in versus two other options. Here I am at 15 feet away from the built-in microphone on the GoPro Hero 7. I got a little slight breeze to my back now. Curious if it's starting to pick that up. Here I am at 20 feet away from the built-in microphone. GoPro Hero 7 Black. Bit of wind at my back. Small amount of traffic noise on the road down below. But, and then too, we have this, it's a covered deck, so you're getting a bit of my voice reflected. Probably carries a little better than if we were just completely outside. Alright, now here we are using the MOVO VXR10 external microphone with the wind screen on it, or otherwise known as a dead cat. I just want to show you the components that I use, and this isn't really a comparison between the external MOVO microphone and the wireless, but or you know, not one versus the other, but just to show you how they work. So this is the external microphone, and if you had a 3.5 millimeter jack, it would plug right into that, but I'm using a GoPro Hero 7 Black. It requires this adapter from GoPro. You take the door off the side of the GoPro, you plug this into it, then you can plug in your 3.5 millimeter and you're set. Here's the windscreen, which you probably need right now to hear over this background noise, but it does provide some wind noise reduction. And then you'll notice you have all these parts, so you pretty much need something like this. I got the plastic.
Flip it so we can see the details better.
Yeah, and I wish I had the aluminum. So the biggest thing
we can't see what it looks like. There's not any contrast. There you go.
Alright. So your camera slides in the back, and the big thing is this cold shoe. On a regular 35 millimeter camera, it's a hot shoe for a flash, but here it's cold shoe. It's placed to hold external devices. So you just put it in there, tighten it down, and this slides in the bottom. Tip. There you go. So that's what I'm using for basic external stuff. I'm sitting here at 4 feet away from the microphone. Have some road noise down below. A very, very slight breeze at my back. Alright, here we are at 10 feet away from the camera and the external MOVO VXR microphone. It's getting, I don't know, it's not quite rush hour time, but traffic's starting to pick up down below. Just curious what this microphone sounds like in these conditions. And I'll skip to 15, just go to 20. Here we are at 20 feet with the MOVO VXR10. And, I don't expect it to pick up much. Here we are using the wireless Alvoxcon microphone. Comes in a box like this. I got the set that comes with 2 wireless mics, and you can use, it's either the lapel mic or a headset, but just pull it out. What you have on yourself is just the little transmitter like this. You turn it on, and the receiver that's plugged into your camera, they sync up, and away you go. Pretty easily. They have internal batteries that you can charge off a USB, and so far I've been quite pleased with these. Here are the components for the external wireless microphone. Your cold shoe holds this little mounting device for your transmitter. It just plugs in right there, and here's your jack that comes down and plugs into, I need to put it on the other direction. That's your 3.5 millimeter jack, plugs into the side of your adapter. Then you turn on your receiver, and here's your transmitter. You turn that on, and you put on your lapel mic. And I've learned one thing is putting it on my nylon coat. I was picking up some background scrapey noises that's kind of annoying, but I sure am pleased with how well it does out here on the deck. And oh man, the camera feels really close.
It is close.
Oh jeez. But I just wanted to see what that setup looks like. So 2 different things, kind of 2 different purposes, but I've been pleased with both. I'm at 4 feet away from the camera, but the whole thing is I have the microphone with me. So as I go further away, it really shouldn't affect the sound. I'm curious about the quality versus the built-in mic versus the MOVO microphone. So same day as the stock test we did just moments ago. Still pretty calm out, but a bit of traffic noise down below. What I'd really love is if this kind of filters out some of that traffic noise, and I'll be able to record in these conditions. It's I'm learning with all this video shooting that sound quality is I'm sure there are some good sound editing software available, but even everything I hear is that you record the best that you can, and then you edit as necessary. But if you record a bunch of junk, it's going to be hard to make it turn out that well. So here we are at 4 feet. to 10 feet. 10 feet away, testing the Alvoxcon wireless microphone on a pretty calm day in December. Bit of traffic noise down below. Just using the lapel mic right now. I think it does come with a headset version, but I think the lapel is the most I would use. We'll back up to 15 feet. And you see I have a tape measure along the railing, so that's where I'm getting my numbers. So it's kind of a real test that way. At 15 feet now, as I mentioned, we are under a covered deck. I can hear my voice kind of bouncing off the ceiling. But I do another test with this on a windy day. Should have been out here yesterday when we had 80-mile-an-hour gusts, but it's not worth testing it in that environment. But the day I was out here, there were some probably close to 50-mile-an-hour gusts, and it did surprisingly well. Here I am at 20 feet away. Got a school bus going by. Here I am at 20 feet away from the recording camera and the receiver. You know, I don't see that this would be any type of problem for it to pick up. It's supposed to be good up to like 140 feet or so. And, you know, that's good, but probably better have some kind of a good zoom on your camera if you're that far away. Most of my recording so far is just done with a GoPro Hero 7 Black. But never know, might be able to use an SLR here soon for some recording, and that's when distance would make a difference. I'm standing about 7 feet away from the camera and the receiver, and in excessive conditions. We're had a snow this morning, and the wind's blowing down out of the mountains. I'm just curious what this will sound like. If you can hear me over this wind, don't really expect you to. Just kind of curious what it sounds like at I'd say I'm looking at it. I could lay down. It's at least 6 feet, maybe 7 feet away. Then we get a lull. See what that sounds like. I'll back up to here. I'm at least 10 feet away. Curious what that sounds like. I'm raising my voice a bit. I have to do that just so I can hear myself. But other than the wind and the cold, it's a pretty late afternoon here in middle of December. All right, yeah, here I want to talk during that gust. Curious what it sounds like. Testing. One of the things I learned while experimenting with these different types of microphones with a GoPro Hero 7 Black is that you do have to have their converter to plug in an external microphone. I originally tried this little adapter from MOVO. It is USB-C, as is the plug on the side of the GoPro that allows you access to the microphone, but it does not work. And this was probably only $10. You have to buy their adapter, which is $50 for those models. I think there's something different on the Hero 9s and 10s, but for the earlier models, that's required. Kind of didn't want to spend that money, but it was something for it to actually work after all that time of it not doing anything. So that's one of the things I learned is even though you have the right connections, it's a USB-C to a 3.5 millimeter headphone microphone jack, and you have to have their type. All right, well, that's about all we have now. I just wanted to say, you know, you never know what you'll see when you tune into Jolie Living. And reviews, the reason I wanted to do this review is it's pertinent to the recording that I do, and I've found some information about this on the internet, but thought maybe this could possibly be useful for others. And there will be some other reviews that I will be doing about things I'm passionate about. So, you know, even if you find things on Jolie Living that aren't appealing to you, I am trying to populate some playlists. So if there's a category that's more appealing, that will make it easier for you to find things that are of interest to you. So I think I will now have one, you know, everything will show up under just videos, but if you click on playlists, there will be a review playlist. There already is a DIY. So when I'm making or building things, and I think I forget what the other, maybe snowmobiling and paddleboarding are just under play. Some geese flying over, but yeah. So I know it can seem like random content, but it's things that I enjoy or things that are currently happening in my life. So I'd like to share with you. And I just wanted to say thank you for watching Jolie Living, and we'll see you next time.
Stuffed quail, jumbo stuffed quail. I saw the sign, but I didn't have time for jumbo stuffed quail. I don't know when I'll get back to Wisconsin.